Brandon Willen Sports Awards winners for 2020 on the show here over the last week and a half or so, and tonight we do the same with another who's richly deserving. The Country Day volleyball team selected as the Allstate Sugar Bowl Greater New Orleans Girls Prep Team of the Year, and why not? Richly deserving, 48-2, a fourth straight Allstate Sugar Bowl LHSAA Division V state championship, and a dominant performance, a terrific team, beat the best teams at the highest level in volleyball this year, so very easy to make the case it could well have been the best, if not one of the two best teams in Louisiana in any classification. And, of course, this is nothing new for this outstanding program under the tutelage of Julie Ibieta, who joins us now. Julie, first and foremost, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the award, and just talk a little bit about what it means to you and your program to receive this award.
It's a great honor. We are so just excited to receive this award, and I'm so proud of my staff and my team. We've been very fortunate over the years, but this team in particular had 7 seniors, some great underclassmen, and really just kind of put it all together. Like, we were fortunate to have all the pieces of some height and defense and setting and, all the different puzzles, and the girls just put winning first. And so that makes all the difference when it's not about an individual and it's about a team. And so it was a fun season. It was a great season. It was one of those years you just wanted it to slow down because you knew it was special.
10 championships in 11 years. It's an unbelievable run by any measure. It's pretty special. It's kind of dizzying when you stop and think about it, isn't it?
We don't think about it a lot. We kind of enter each year knowing that it's, a different team and a different challenge and how to make them the best they can. So we don't really talk about it a lot. We just, once you get into the moment, you want to win. And so you figure out how to win with the group you have.
You have a long-time assistant coach and great friend, Dana, that's been with you at various stops over a long period of time. And she has a daughter, too. That's a pretty special story. There's a lot to like there, right?
Yes. Like, Dana and I have coached together for a long time. Lauren Lamont and Myra Bordelon are both on my staff, and we have long connections as well. So it's been really special to be able to enjoy it all with your friends, but also, your coworkers. It's been great. And Dana's daughter, Kate, was our libero this year, and she was amazing. Kate has battled. She was diagnosed with lymphoma when she was a freshman, and she had to sit out some. She battled back, and she was amazing. Like, it's just a great story of a kid who's been through a lot of adversity, and she put it behind her, and she just kind of moved on and charged forward. So it was fun to see her do that.
You look at your program and people say, wow, they just every year come back with every bit as good of players and hard to beat and everything else. And what's the future look like? What does this coming season look like? First of all, let's all hope and pray that we have a season and that it's what we think it will be. We start there, right?
Exactly.
Secondly, and I'll ask you about that next before I let you get away, but what does it look like? What does your team look like for the coming school year?
We have some really talented players coming back. Like I said, we had 7 seniors, and they all contributed. So we have people who have less experience, but we have a lot of height. We have a lot of offense. We're going to have to figure out this first couple of weeks how to put together a defense and some setting, but have really talented athletes in our program, and we just need to figure out the right fit for everybody. So we're excited about this year.
And I know, finally, that you'd love to see the season take place. And I got to believe, and I don't want to speak for you, but I've got to believe, I said this earlier in the show talking about the football stuff, that coaches and administrators will go the extra mile to ensure the safety of their student athletes, and that includes the ultimate sanitation, checking temperatures, testing, making sure everybody's good to go. And I just trust coaches and administrators to do the right thing that it can occur. Do you feel the same way?
Absolutely. Country Day is trying to figure out, like everybody else, how to get everybody back and safely get them back. We surely don't want anybody to be sick. We don't want anybody to be nervous about the situation. But I think everybody's craving some normalcy right now, too. So, I think between all the administrations and the boards and, the CDC and everybody, we'll figure out what's the safest way to proceed and make sure our athletes are okay, but not only physically, but mentally about everything. And so, what that looks like, I think, is hard because things are changing so quickly each week. But I do think they will figure that out. And by the time the season comes, hopefully we're able to play. And hopefully, we get to have some fans in the stands, at least their parents and family, and we can move forward.
Last but not least, I'd be remiss not to ask you about that young student athlete starting at Tulane now and how he's doing and how excited you guys are about what can happen for Justin.
We're so excited. He's looking forward. The football team's going to be able to go back for voluntary workouts soon. He's already enrolled in summer school. He's ready for the next chapter. So we're hoping the same things there. I have no doubt that Tulane will make sure they all come back safely and they take care of them. And, I hope it's just a great experience football-wise in terms of being able to play and being able to have some fans and some, like I said, normalcy. But we're thrilled to have him in town. He's looking forward to it. We love that Tulane staff and the whole program, so I think it's a great fit for him.
Well, it's great, and I'm a fan of Country Day and how they do business and how Mike McGuire is a great friend and does an outstanding job. And, of course, the football program now has Guy LeCompte there. Joe Tango most recently, and it's funny because I talked to Joe yesterday, and he's doing fine. And Joe said, and Joe, how brutally honest he can be. Joe's like, well, it's a good time to leave anyway, don't you think? Talking about Justin, I said, yeah, I guess so, Joe. All good, buddy.
I love Joe. It's going to be, it's going to take some time, but everything's going to get back to normal and hopefully sooner than later. And, I can't thank you enough for having me on your show. And, we're super thrilled to have this award. We've never won this award, so it's very exciting and it's a great honor.